Welcome to the Fret Frontier. Today we're taking a look at the ukulele, the standard ukulele, and we're going to be working on our left hand technique a little bit. So far in this series, Ground Zero ukulele, we have been strumming some chords, playing a song, using those chords, learning some strums, and not doing a lot with our technique on this hand. So let's brush that up a little bit. Let's take a look at our left hand again and review the way we number our fingers as we start with the index finger being 1, this finger, middle finger being 2, your ring finger is 3, the little finger is 4, and the thumb doesn't get a number, it's the thumb, and it works in the back of the neck of your instrument, so it has a very important role. It's creating this pinching motion so that you can get nice clear sounds when you press down on the frets of your instrument. So when you have your thumb supporting your hand, the fingers in the front of your fretboard, you want it to be about in the middle of the neck, and that's this part here, right, middle of the neck here, and the middle of where your hand is working. So in this exercise, we're going to be stretching our fingers across the first 4 frets of our ukulele. So we'll want our thumb to be sitting pretty much behind this second finger when we get set up. Things that can go wrong with the thumb. Thumb can be over the top. The problem with that is it makes your fingers very short. You don't have much reach on your instrument. Your thumb can be just off to the side behind the instrument, so you're not really using it at all. In this configuration, it's your palm, the fatty part of your palm, that's creating the pinching motion in the front of your instrument, and that again makes your fingers too short. The other thing that you can do along the same line is have the thumb come all the way up here on the neck. Again, you're using your palm, and that is shortening your fingers, making it harder for you to get any dexterity or speed. So let's go back to the proper way to use our thumb, and that is to let the thumb rest in about the middle of the neck in the back of your instrument here, and notice that the thumb moves in like this little banana shape, pushing inward. Okay, so we don't want to work with the first joint. Let me get this out of the way here. We don't want the first joint of the thumb to bend in, so we don't want to use like Captain Hook thumb on the back of the neck of the instrument either. So even if you have what some people call hitchhiker thumb, where your thumb goes back really far, what you want to do is let that thumb just naturally sit on the back, and going with your own physiology, we want that thumb to be pressing in this way, okay, to the best of your ability, using your whole thumb and not tensing up anything in the thumb. We're causing our fingers in the front of the neck of the instrument, when we have our thumb placed properly, to benefit from the support of that thumb. It's helping us create a pinching motion. So if you think of the thumb creating a pinching motion between each one of your fingers, that's basically what's going on behind the neck. So the thumb is sort of in the center there, and it's supporting each one of your fingers. Okay, let's get in front of the frets again now. What we're taking a look at is our exercise. So we're going to take our first finger, put it on the first string in this first fret, this first space of wood. This bar is the breakout here, moving into the second fret. So we want that index finger sitting on that first fret. Okay, let's play that sound. We're going to use our thumb on the right hand and just get a nice clear tone. It is easiest to press on a fret near the fret bar. You don't want to be on it, okay, and you don't want to be further off behind the bar. It doesn't change the pitch, okay, so you're not going to change the pitch when you're in a fret. Wherever I do it, what I get is a easier pressure point closer to the fret, so it doesn't hurt my finger as much while I'm building up my calluses. Okay, then our second finger is going to come to the second fret. Leave that first finger right where it is on the first string, doing the second fret with that second finger. Press that down. Again, we're going to play with our right hand thumb and get a nice clear sound there. Again, you'll notice that second finger closer to the bar but not on it. Okay, if you're in the middle of the fret, that's fine. Further you go off towards the headstock of the fret, the harder it is to press down. Let's take a look at what's going on with that thumb now. Okay, that thumb is sitting there pushing back. So if your thumb has started to scoot over here, let's move it back to where it can be a good support. We shouldn't feel a lot of pressure. We shouldn't be using that joint and crunching that finger up to where you feel a lot of tension here. Relax it. And we have a nice straight hand. Notice that there's not a big bend here. So we don't want to be doing this kind of a thing, okay? But what this does is cuts off the blood supply, right? Starts pinching your nerves and your blood flow up into the hand. So we want to try to keep the instrument in a comfortable position. Now we're going to add our third finger onto the third fret of that first string. Play that note. And then our little finger onto the fourth fret of the first string. Play that note. So all these fingers are sitting there. Is this how you play the ukulele all the time? No, this is an exercise. What we're trying to do is stretch out our fingers a little bit, get some control over them, and learn how to let our thumb support so we get clear notes while all of our fingers are in play. This will help you later when you're doing chords, right? When you have multiple fingers having to do things on different strings, they'll be used to separating from each other, pressing down, doing stuff at the same time. Okay, so we talked before about how you have, if we're doing this rotating back and forth, 3, 4, 3, 4, and then we could do stuff with this hand, right? It's basically the same thing that's going on. Instead of waving, we've got this hand doing more fine motor movements now. It's putting one finger on each fret, building up, keeping them all on there. And then the next part of the exercise will be to release them one at a time. So we have them all sitting across this first string. Play that little finger note, that's the fourth fret. Release that, but don't come way out here. Just release it just enough so that finger is still hovering over that fret. And let's hear that third fret ring out. So we're hearing the note under this finger. Now we're going to relax that third string, bring it up just enough. Let's show you what's going on there. Just enough so that it's out of the way, not all the way out here. So we're working on control, minimal movement, right? Do the least amount of movement that you have to get your notes to ring out so you don't have to work so hard. If you're way out here, next time you want to play these notes, you have to bring the hand way back into a changed position. Here you're hovering right over where you need to be. So if I wanted to play one of these notes again, my finger's ready. Okay, so we're here on this second fret. Let's play that one more time. Now we're going to release that second finger. Now we're on the first fret. Okay, so now what the exercise is, let's take a look. I'll bring it up on the screen here. We're playing starting with the first fret on the first finger. We're going to come up to the fourth fret. We're going to go right back down again. So we're going to play half notes, 2 beats apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, every 2 beats we're going to play one of these notes, and we're going to start on 4. 3, 4, first fret, second fret, third fret, fourth fret. Now we're going to go fourth fret and back down. Third fret, second fret, first fret. Okay, so that was all on the first string. Different frets, but same string. So we're not doing this like spider thing where we have a different string for each finger. We're on that same string. Okay, so get that one, and we're going to then do it in the next episode on all 4 of our strings so we can feel that difference in our thumb as we move across the neck and up the neck. Okay, I'll see you in the next episode.